In today's video, we're going to learn how to graph. I have here my grid where I have two linear equations. I'm going to learn how to do each and one of them. I'm going to do them in different colors, by the way, so I'm going to do the first one in red. And what we're going to do is that we're going to focus on the first one, which is y equals negative 4x plus 3. Now, as context, this looks oddly familiar to what we're supposed to be used to, which is the golden equation for linear equations, y equals mx plus b. This is at the heart of linear equations. So here I have negative 4x plus 3. Now, how am I going to find the points? I don't know how to plot this. Well, there are two things that you need. The two things that you're going to need is the slope, which is m, which is labeled in the golden equation, as well as b. If you look here, m is going to be that number in front right there. So we can see it's negative 4, so I'm going to write that down. And then I'm going to write for b 3, because that's after. The y-intercept in particular is going to be a point. So because b equals to 3, I'm going to label it as a point, 0, 3. Why is it 0, 3? Is because for the y-intercept, x is always 0. Okay, so let's learn how to plot that. I'm not going to plot anything on the sides right here. I'm not going to plot it here or here. And the reason why is because I don't need to. All I need to do is plot something for the y-intercept. That's going to be on the y-axis. So here, I'm going to go to 0, 3. So I'm going to go up 3 from the middle. 1, 2, 3. What I'm now going to do is that I'm going to now try to find other points. But how am I going to find other points? Well, luckily, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this negative 4 into a fraction. Normally, when it's a whole number like this, I can make it negative 4 over 1. What's the point in that? Well, the point in that is that it tells us whether or not it goes up or down. So I'm going to write down the slope again. So m equaling to negative 4 over 1. Because negative 4 is on the top, it's going to either tell us if it goes up or down. And then the one on the bottom tells us if it goes left or if it goes right. So since it says negative 4, I know for a fact it's going to go down because it's negative. Now, since it has positive 1, I also know it's going to go to the right. So because of that, I now know what I'm doing. I'm going to go down 4 and right 1. What is that going to look like? Well, here I have the first point, 0, 3. I'm going to start at that point right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that slope to help me find the next point. I'm going to go down 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to go to the right 1, just like this. Hey, look, now I have 2 dots. I can do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I can go to the right 1. Okay, now what I have is I have this line because I have 3 dots. So all I'm going to do is connect the dots. 1, 2, and 3. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shape it using the software. So here is our beautiful line. And I'm going to label it too. So instead of just doing it like this, I'm going to write it instead as y equals negative 4x plus 3. Let's try the next one now. So the next one I'm going to write is y equals 3x minus 4. Again, I'm going to identify what my m and b are. My m in this case is going to be 3 over 1 because I got that from 3. And then my b is going to equal to negative 4. Since b is negative 4, it always starts off with x equals to 0. So I'm going to label it as 0, negative 4. Okay, so now I have that point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to label it. Where is 0, negative 4? Okay, here I have the middle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down 4 because that's referring to y. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to label that. So 0, negative 4. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at that slope. I'm going to ask myself, hey, is it going up or down? Is it going to go left or is it going to go right? Okay, I see that 3 is positive, so I know for surely it's going up, it's positive. And then look, it's also going positive for 1, so I know it's going to go to the right. So I'm going to go up 3 to the right 1. So I'm going to draw that. 1, 2, 3, up 1, just like this. And then just as before, I'm going to do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, and up 1, just like this. I'm going to create a line just like that. So I'm going to just connect the dots just like this. And there you go. That's basically it. That is how we essentially solve and kind of graph between two linear systems. One thing to keep in mind is that you might have noticed that there's a point of intersection. That's when the lines intersect. If you're looking here, if I erase all these things that we drew to do that, if you notice this, you might have seen that, hey, there is a dot that they approach. That dot right here is called the point of intersection. And we'll talk about a future video as to how to find the point of intersection.